Yo, guys, welcome back to the channel. With me again, teammate Dylan. Good to have you, buddy.
Yeah, good to be back on.
Snelling. Road race, not a crit. A couple of crit boys talking about a road race.
Yeah, let's see what we get ourselves into.
It is a 85-mile road race.
I believe so.
It's something like that. It was unseasonably warm, which I think hurt everybody. Nobody's used to. We've had a pretty cold and wet winter so far here in Northern California, but this day was like 75 degrees, whatever that is in Celsius.
Yeah, there were a lot of salt stains out there today.
A lot of salty boys, so we're just not quite used to it. And some crosswinds. So we had on VFR our full squad, and our plan was to obviously stack a breakaway. We have a lot of strong road racers. Crit boys like Dylan and I, there's question marks after our names of like, are they going to be there in the end? So we were kind of hanging back, letting the fireworks go off in the first few laps, because we were up against some stiff competition. Cycle Sports Specialized, namely. They brought their whole A-team out. They're getting ready for Redlands, as are we. They were a big team to look out for. Alto Velo, Tehroon, a few others. But let's dive into some race footage, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we're about halfway through this race. We have some action going on right now. But before you turn the camera on, Dylan, this is your footage, by the way, there was an interesting development. As the sprinter, you were like sitting back and saving as much energy as possible. Now, a very threatening split happened. We had like 4 teammates in the split, so we were not chasing it back or anything like that.
Yeah,
call a split because there's like 25 people.
Yeah, we're not terribly worried about it, but I need to be in it. I'm the fresh one.
But it would be really nice if you were in it because you can finish the race. So I noticed this threat too. I'm in the group back with you. You're on my wheel. Ryan missed it too. He goes. We don't have footage of this, unfortunately. I go. I'll show you some power data on the screen right now. And then what happens once you get up to Ryan?
As soon as we make the front brake, I just eat it on a left-hand turn. Wipe out. Lose all the ground I just made up, and I had to start back from square one. So my saving grace here, Willie, noticed me, picked me up, and dragged my butt back to the group.
So Willie gets you back up to that split. Now the problem is, by the time you get back up to that split, first, you're tired, and second, there's a group that's already split from the split.
Yeah, so now I miss a break twice.
But worry not, because Willie's got you again. What a stud. Willie's like, hop on, and he also sees the danger of the group up ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna launch you into outer space.
Yeah, he saw the danger and was like, Dylan, can you make the break? Can you make it up there if I send you? And he just absolutely launched me.
So he gets you going here. You can tell him he's looking under his shoulder here, making sure you're still on. And he's going to bring you up to speed, 28 miles an hour. This is into mostly a headwind. So this is a very hard effort. And now he's done. And the power, the wattage. And you can't even see the group at this point. They're probably 20 seconds up the road. We're going to fast forward this because it's quite an effort. And I don't think we're going to be able to talk through it. But I want you guys to look at the power that Dylan's making. This is halfway through a road race. This is a big commitment and energy. If you would have remembered your heart rate, what do you think? Your heart rate strap, what do you think it would have been?
I mean, you can see me wandering across the road. I was seeing cross-eyed.
But you make it, and once you get up there, it was a full team effort, right? Like, I got you up to, my small contribution was getting you up to Ryan to get you to the split. Willie helped you after you crashed, and then got you up to speed in this bridge effort. And then as you can see here, once you make it up to that lead group, we have Andrew dropping back, making sure, like, I just love, like, this is good teamwork.
Yeah, this was perfect. Having Andrew up there was the motivation I needed to keep going, because right about here, I was ready to sit up and go back. I was like, there's no way I'm making it.
Okay, so we just cut forward like 40 kilometers or something like that. Group's still up the road, and the boys were so good. We had like every group on the road stacked with teammates. Although, like we said, there's a group still up the road. We had, 2 teammates in it? 2 teammates in that lead group.
Jeffrey and Brad, and only 1 cycle sport rider. So I was super content letting that go and just watching for a free ride to get across.
This is it right here.
Yeah,
I mean, you were in perfect position. This is Ryan, again, missing another move. And it was smart of you to keep your eyes on him. Make sure you're behind him, not in front of him, so he doesn't catch you by surprise. Roman's a fantastic racer. He also recognized the threat. But, man, crosswind, 800 watts, hard to follow. And Ryan is just on another level right now.
Yeah, he's rolling real well.
So he also saw this, and he did basically the same thing you did moments ago, which is like, yeah, I have teammates up there, but I'm going to roll solo. Problem is, not on Dylan's watch.
Yeah, I'm coming with him.
You're not letting that one get away. And we're going to follow this again. I think this was a tactically brilliant move. And now that you're in his draft, even though there is a crosswind, it's going to be hard to lose you. It's funny, he flicks you through right here. I don't know if the audio picks it up. You're like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
No thanks.
He knows that I'm not supposed to be doing work right now.
Yeah, not for Ryan, because it's a tip of the cap to Ryan. He's so strong. Why work with like the strongest guy in the race?
Yeah, I'm not riding NorCal's most recent winningest bike racer up there.
Right, and so he's just like, he tries one more time right here, and you're like, nah. Like, you even check back. Okay, it's just us two. Not going to happen. And he's going to do what he should do, Ryan, in this position. He's somewhere in between. He wants to make it up, and he just makes it look so easy. It's such a smooth pedal stroke. He goes into the crosswind section of the course here. Guys can see the blue arrows left to right, and he's making you work. And you're working, but you are determined. Like, you're not getting dropped at this point.
Yeah, he's trying to gutter me. He's trying to ride me off, but I'm coming with him. He's
not going to happen.
Not letting it happen.
And we're going to fast forward here. You can see the amount of work that Ryan's doing. It's so impressive. And you're also going to notice that a couple more, I think like 5 more riders came with you. I think this ended up being a chase group of 7. So situation's a little confusing. Hope you guys are following along. But just in case, there is a front group. We have 2 teammates, Brad, Jeffrey. And that group is like 7 riders. And then there is this chase group you're in right now, which has another 5 or 7 riders. So there's some harmony in the group right now, but that doesn't last. Let's fast forward a little bit, see what happens. All right, so it's all back together, final lap now. And where there was some predictability before, when there was a lead group of 7, a chase group of 7, now it's all come back together in the front. There's a lead group of 14, which you guys know, I've talked about this before. Breakaway groups of 14 don't really exist. Like, nobody's content. There's always going to be somebody sitting on, so it gets attacky again. And it's such a dynamic race, right?
Yeah, it's just another mini race. Like, we got team tactics. It's going to get dynamic again.
Things just reset again. So the composition of this lead group, we have Mike Spikes here on the right. I think it was just him,
just
right?
Just him, yeah.
3 of us on VFR.
Yep.
And then
myself, Jeffrey, and Brad.
And then I think there were 3 Cycle Sport, 2 Alto Velo. So it's like you said, I think you said it brilliantly. There's another race. Like, we just hit the reset button. Now there's another race with 19 kilometers to go. And like we talked about, there's no longer predictability. There's going to be attacking, and there's going to be another attempt at a breakaway. From the breakaway. Like, this is the way the day is going, with the crosswind, with the miles, with the heat. It's becoming a race of attrition. And that's the way it would be for the next, 10 kilometers. The boys were so good. Again, I can't praise them enough. I mean, you can see Jeffrey launching attacks. You can see Brad launching attacks. Cycle Sports Specialized was doing the same. And because of the fact that Cycle Sport had Ryan, we had you in this lead group, there was never a situation that came up where the right composition made a breakaway from the breakaway. So instead, the teammates just fell on the sword for you, and Ryan's teammates fell on the sword for Ryan, and that brings us into the last few kilometers, where we have the final remaining Cycle Sport teammate of Ryan, Dylan, on the front, doing exactly what he should be doing, by the way, making it fast, neutralizing the race, making sure that it stays together for a field sprint. How do you like your chances in this moment?
I am content bringing this down to a field sprint.
And I think our chances as a team probably are best. I mean, first of all, how much do you train? I think this is really impressive.
I'm doing about 10 hours a week right now.
Competitive in a, whatever this is, 80, 90-mile road race is a difficult thing to do. Take my word for it. So kudos to you for being, I was super dropped at this point, along with, 90% of the field. So anyway, we're coming into the final kilometers here, and I want to talk about your positioning, which I think is the most important. Okay, so now we're 600 meters to go. We have Dylan on the front, finishing his last pull, getting a little bit crowded on the left. What are your thoughts on your position?
I'm super content where I am until Ryan goes. Like, Ryan...
We know he's going to go early.
He loves taking that last, getting his space on the last turn, and then just... His minute effort is gnarly. Dude,
you take such a wicked corner. But the problem is Ryan takes an even more wicked corner. And this is early by anybody's standards. Going with 500 meters to go, this is uphill. And this is such an early sprint. I hesitate to even call it a sprint. But Ryan can back it up. He's just got power for days. And you took such an amazing corner. But the problem is you just couldn't close down.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
And we just got beat. I think we did a great job as a team. I think that we should be proud of second. I think we got beat by the better racer.
Yeah, we did. Hats off to Ryan. He knows how to race a bike.
Yeah, for sure. Congrats, Ryan. And congrats, Dylan. Fitness is getting better.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
We got the crit the next day that we're going to record here in a little bit. And we have Redlands coming up. So thanks to everyone for watching. And we'll catch you in the next one. Good.